Cogeco Connection continued its Diversity Week with a potluck and cultural celebration yesterday and wrapped things up today with two guest speakers from IWC, Immigrants Working Centre.
We are very glad to be sharing with the company here and the employees our experience working with the immigrants in Canada, in particular in Hamilton, Ontario, and our latest work that we have the privilege to do, which is to assist the orientation of the newcomers from Syria as refugees.
IWC helps immigrants adjust to living and working in Canada. They provide the resources needed so that newcomers can get on their feet as soon as possible.
As an employment specialist, right now I work especially with the Syrian refugees, not only assessing individuals and working with them as one-on-one to kind of put a goals and find their future jobs, but also right now we are working on a great project or great program. It's the WorkLink program.
The WorkLink program matches immigrants with training in the field that they desire. As of now, 53 of the 109 participants have jobs or are on their way to working, and 41 have engaged with employers. Those numbers can rise with more funding.
The funding, the funding, and it's very prescribed, comes from the federal government for us, but there is a portion of the funding that we raise. We raise because there are particular needs that are not in the budget and the federal government is not able or cannot really fund. So for example, right now we are sending 5 people every 5 weeks to the Threshold School of Building. So for the participants in this case, in this moment, we have lots of Syrians, for the Syrians to refresh on their ways of doing carpentry or doing construction work, general construction work. So they learn the utilization of imperial versus metric. They learn to work power tools safely. They make connections in that place.
And they also learn how construction may be different in our country. In our interview, Anesh mentioned framing. In Syria, workers build using concrete instead of wood, so understanding how to build a home with lumber is an important skill to have. However, these courses aren't always funded by the government, which could cause frustration for immigrants looking for work in their field.
Yes, they are educated. Yes, they are professional engineers, civil engineers, electricians, name it, and they come here and they try to get their degree, be updated, but it's so hard. They have to go through a whole different system. So from working, maybe let's talk about one of our clients who is an electrical engineer. So he said, well, I'm not going to get it. I said, don't say that. You will get it, but it's the system. So he thought about, okay, let's do start as electrician. And from there, he can go and get his ticket and, to challenge the test and get his ticket. And from there, he can find a job. And then maybe in the future, one by one, he needed to go back to school and, apply to get the PEng, the professional engineer, in his field. So it's a long process for them. Sometimes it's a challenge for an individual family with kids. When they come and he has to find a job quickly, and he can't because this is his degree, and there's no job can offer him as a professional engineer. So he has to go more into hands-on technical trades until he finds something to help his family.
As a Canadian company, Cogeco feels strongly about embracing diversity and acknowledging the benefits of hiring and building relationships with people of different cultures, nationalities, and education in order to better the community. If you'd like to celebrate diversity, why not volunteer your time at the Immigrants Working Centre and help your community grow? Reporting for Halton Insider, I'm Shane Lansing.